Black Ops 6 is reintroducing the classic prestige system. We know this. 10 prestiges of level 1 to 55, then an additional level grind upwards of level 1000 afterwards. But what about the deeper intricacies of the prestige system in Black Ops 6? What kind of benefit will you gain from prestiging? What about rewards? What about resets of weapons, stats, and more? What about permanent unlock abilities that may prove controversial? Today we're taking a look at everything you need to know about the prestige system as of now in Black Ops 6. Drop your thoughts down below, drop a like, and make sure to subscribe for more as we gear up for launch. We're pushing towards 600,000 subscribers, mega lofty goal here. Let's see if we can hit that by launch. I didn't think it was possible pre-Modern Warfare 2, but we did that then. So if you're new to the channel, you'd like to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 6 and FPS content, I'd love to have you in the community. Finally, this video is brought to you in part by War Thunder, but more on that later. For now, let's get into it. So, how Prestige works, a very simple and probably needless for the COD veterans refresher here. Levels will reset once you hit Prestige. Once you get to 55, you'll have that conscious ability to start over again, down to level 1 with each new Prestige. One interesting piece of information is that with Black Ops 6, it's mentioned you'll have the date that you enter Prestige recorded for your combat record, and you receive redacted instant rewards. After you Prestige, you'll keep your progress on everything that you've done, but just things that are tied to level will relock. So while everything level-wise resets, your progress for all your weaponry and such will not, especially camos, as we broke down recently in another video going over everything with camos and the new grind this year. It's described all your weapon levels, operators, challenge progress, weapon builds, customization, it's all kept. For example, the AK-74 is unlocked at level 7. It becomes locked until you hit level 7 once again, but once you do, any prior progress made will be continued from when you prestiged. So if you're worried about having to re-unlock specific attachments that you liked on your build, you won't have to do that anymore, unless we want to talk about potentially weapon prestige in Black Ops 6, which to my knowledge, nothing has been announced, though I'd be cool if that was something that came back as well. Permanent unlocks are also something you gain with each prestige, where it's mentioned each time you prestige, you acquire a permanent unlock. You can keep this indefinitely, or better yet, use it to unlock a single item of your choice within the levels. So again, if you want to use that AK as an example, you can unlock that so that once you hit Prestige 1, level 1, you can use the AK again, despite not being level 7 and where it would normally be unlocked. So just like in years past, you'll end up getting permanent unlock tokens each Prestige until you reach the level 1000 grind, where you don't have to worry about Prestige and relocking items anymore. Usually, I'd recommend using this for higher leveled weapons, keeping those available for the grind while you Prestige over and over again, or perhaps a perk really suits your fancy, or a field upgrade, or something like that. But either way, you'll have access to it permanently once you use that one token on it. In prior years, there has been a way that you could get refunds back and it would relock everything, but nothing has been mentioned on that just yet. So bear in mind, if you use a permanent unlock token, it very well could be a one and done thing where you want to make sure you don't choose the wrong thing. One thing that I am quite surprised about talking permanent unlocks is that we haven't seen this advertised as a pre-order bonus or anything just yet. That's usually something that in years past we have seen that with just about every single prestige system. But when explaining permanent unlock tokens, the COD blog also snuck in a little bit of information that honestly might prove a bit controversial. But before we get to that, today's video is brought to you in part by War Thunder, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game, which is available for free on PC and consoles. Over 2,500 planes, helicopters, ships, and more from 10 major nations, ranging from the 1920s to the modern jets and tanks of battle today. You can immerse yourself in the intense combat with War Thunder. Realistic graphics and authentic sound effects, and the ability to command the most powerful military forces make for an experience unlike any other. War Thunder also offers 3 distinct modes, each increasing the realism progressively, where arcade is for those that want fast-paced action, simulator is for those who want a great challenge, and realistic is the middle ground between authentic and intense arcade combat. And like mentioned, you can now play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. If interested, make sure to use my link in the video description or the pinned comment to sign up. If you make a new account or you have one that you haven't played on in 6 months, you'll receive a massive bonus pack with lots of goodies to give you a head start in the game. Besides 3 premium vehicles, you'll also receive a 50% experience on Income Booster, 2 advanced vehicles for rent, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium account time, among many other things. The offer is available for a limited time only, so don't forget to claim it now, but Get out there, try War Thunder out, and join a community of over 70 million players in epic PvP battles today. There's no better game for fans of military history, and again, thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. But back to it, let's talk about that additional permanent unlock solution. In a blog post breaking down the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 global systems coming across everything, one of the additional pieces talking about Prestige says that note blueprints and equipment skins that you may own also permanently unlock items, including the base version of the item. So right away, this won't be something that's of concern, but come Season 1, you'll have ample access to permanently unlock things in Black Ops 6. Again, when it comes back to the Battle Pass, and then the shop when that's introduced as well. So likely 100 potential tiers, and who knows how many bundles will be made immediately available. Fundamentally, I think this is going to cause some stir in both sides of the spectrum here, and especially when it happens around that Season 1 point. On one hand, I get that it can devalue the prestige grind a little bit, but on the other hand, I'd imagine Activision Legal would rather have to deal with the communal complaints of, the prestige grind's too easy now, or it isn't actually the classic prestige system, instead of somebody trying to stir up an actual class action lawsuit because they can't use what they paid for. So this is of course a point that not many may like, and it might be the first of its kind. I can't remember off the top of my head. I feel like the last time we saw the prestige system and sort of shop items introduced was Black Ops 4, but I feel like those that you could earn out of supply drops, the master crafts, the Mark II weapons that you could end up buying, those would be available, but I don't think the base weapon was, unless I'm mistaken. So I'm kind of surprised that they did this as a way to unlock the base weapon as well, but seems like that will be the case going forward. Now, as for the fun part in the discussion about Prestige rewards. It's described that this will be the most rewarding Prestige system ever in a Call of Duty Black Ops game, and that's a tall task to live up to. Right now, we don't have a whole ton of details in regards to what those will be specifically speaking, but it has been detailed already that we'll see operator skins, blueprints, additional Prestige challenges, increased XP rewards for completing daily challenges, and more. I would love to see something like the Prestige shop return. That has not been confirmed nor denied just yet, but I honestly thought that was such a great way to reward players and incentivize prestiging in Black Ops Cold War. Also, it gave for some cool customization options like the ability to change your emblem if you wanted to, but with the reintroduction of level 1000, I kind of think that we might, if we see that ability, go back to Black Ops 4 again, where you have the ability to change your prestige icon, but only after you reach Master Prestige and are that level 56 to 1000. So that's a bit of speculation. I'd love to see the Prestige shop come back, though. I'd love to see some Prestige camos, because we've seen Modern Warfare 3 stress so heavily on universal weapon camos, which I thought was definitely the way to go over blueprints. But then we also know that Grand Master or Prestige Master, that level 1000, it's already been revealed, and actually has been one of the first things that was revealed about the Prestige mode, that will include a redacted reward that should be, in theory, worth that grind. Whether or not it actually is, that's for time to tell. Now, coming back to a bit more stat discussion, one interesting thing is that your stats will be per prestige in your initial combat record, it seems like. It's stated your combat stats, such as your current eliminations and death record, start fresh every time you prestige. However, you can always view your career stats across all your levels in your combat record menu. So it seems like there's going to be some sort of differentiation between your current prestige and your sort of deeper career prestige that you'll end up seeing in those menus and what you can access quickly. Now, this is definitely not going to be the case, but one can dream, right? If we have a career combat record, I wonder if we'll ever be able to see where, after you hit level 1000, if you could keep going and have that track in the background. Publicly, you'd still be at level 1000, and whatever prestige icon is that sort of master prestige emblem. But in career, if you went to look at your career stats and your combat record, imagine it would show you your level 1432 or 1705 or however far you end up getting, but only visible to you. I feel like that'd be a cool little touch to show who's a grinder, who's not, or to be like, okay, dude, you need to play some different games now, which by the end of the year would probably be me as well. But anyways, the final things mentioned from this blog post detailing a little bit more about Prestige comes down to seasonal content and a Prestige hub. The seasonal content we can kind of breeze over, but it just mentions again kind of what we had with those permanent unlocks, where it says items acquired from a battle pass, store bundle, or in-game event are never locked. So this kind of plays more in, again, that permanent unlock mentioned, but also in a more sort of organic way, I guess you could say. It's not necessarily things that you outright buy, like that other bullet point mentioned earlier talks about. So that's some stuff to consider. And then the Prestige Hub is going to be a Prestige menu with reward showcases being accessible once you hit Prestige 1. It'll highlight visuals showing how far you've progressed through the Prestige system, the rewards across future Prestiges, even those you haven't unlocked, and more. So we've kind of seen this stuff in some prior menus of COD games in the past, but it will be returning here, which is definitely nice. It's inaccessible to those that do not Prestige at least once, but then will become a part of your regular gaming flow once you get into it. So that is the Prestige details that we have as of right now. Whenever we end up seeing the game launch, of course, we're going to have hands-on experience with it, and a little before then, I wouldn't be surprised if we get something that is a deeper dive into some of the rewards. More of the Prestiges detailed, like 1 to 10. We know that Prestige 1 is going to be themed around World at War Zombies, so I'd imagine we'd also uncover the themes of 2 to 10 and the Master Prestige levels as well. So that's stuff that's still on the horizon, but still playing a little bit of catch up from COD Next and what we weren't able to talk about because we were streaming at that point and then jumping right into the Black Ops 6 beta content. Wanted to just fill you guys in and keep you in the loop with absolutely everything. So that said, we're going to wrap it up there, but before we do, a reminder, check out War Thunder. Play the game now for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the pinned comment or video description. And for those who haven't played War Thunder yet or are returning after a break of at least 6 months, you'll receive a massive bonus pack including premium vehicles, 100,000 Silver Lions, and 7 days of premium. So check it out, and again, thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Well, that's what we're going to call it. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of the Prestige system? You looking forward to grinding out the Prestiges 1 to 10 and level 1000 once the game launches? What do you think about some of these adjustments, like the ability to see blueprints and such that are either bought or earned, unlocking the base weapon as well? What rewards are you hoping to see? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on it if you are new to the channel. Again, I'd love to have you in the community as we chase down 600,000 subscribers, but for now, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you later. Take care, and peace.